Guys, welcome in Python video series. In this video tutorial, we'll talk about some of the basic concept about dictionary data structure. Dictionaries are used to store data in key value pairs. Dictionaries are written with curly brackets, right? So let's see how we can create and print dictionary. So as I said, dictionary can be created using curly bracket, and dictionary always maintains the key value pairs. So let's say I'm going to create a dictionary with the name as person equals to, and curly bracket open and curly bracket close. Right here you can have a many key value pairs. Let's say I have a name I'm going to specify as KK. Then you have another attribute like age I'm going to specify 30. Then you can have, let's say, city, and city, of course, we can have one and many cities. So when you specify key value pairs in dictionary, then you can have key, always you will have a string data type, but value can be of any data type. Like here name I can write in a string, but age I can give in integer, right, or int. And of course you need to put the comma. Every key value pair is separated with a comma. And here I can have a one or many cities, like let's say Mumbai. Second city I can maintain, let's say Delhi, something like this, right? And of course I can have one more attribute, let's say country, and country name I'm going to specify as India. And here of course we forgot to put the comma. So this is a very simple dictionary which represents name as person. So we can, person is nothing but the type of dictionary, right? So here this dictionary basically maintains key value pairs, right? So when we talk about the dictionary, let's say if I try to print a dictionary, right, which is person, then let's see how it gets printed. If I run it, then here you can see this dictionary is getting printed something like this, right? Now when we talk about the dictionary, then few things you have to keep in mind. Dictionary items are unordered, changeable, and does not allow duplicates, right? We'll talk about what do we mean by does not allow duplicates after some time. As dictionary items are presented in key value pairs, so we can refer value by its key, corresponding key, right? So let's say I would like to print attribute is called cities, or here let's make this cities, not a city, because it holds multiples. So let's say I would like to refer cities, right? Then you have a person, this is dictionary, and a square bracket you can specify the key, right? So it is going to print all the city. Let me show you. So if I run, then here is all those cities. If you want to refer age, then simply in square bracket, just in single quote you have to specify age. It will print age. So when we say that dictionaries are unordered, it means that the items do not have the defined order. You cannot refer to an item by using an index. That's the meaning of unordered. When we say dictionaries are changeable, meaning that we can update, add, remove items from any dictionary, right? We can once you create the dictionary, then if you would like to add, remove, or delete any items, then easily you can do that. That's what we can call dictionaries are changeable. Now dictionaries cannot have two items with the same value, right? So sorry, dictionary cannot have two items with the same keys. Let's say here I'm going to specify name once again. Name is already there, right? And let's say I'm going to specify once again, let's say PK. Then what will happen? Name already I had given as KK, and again I'm going to specify name as PK. In that case, what will happen? Whatever key value pair, same key, whatever we are going to specify later, that is going to override previous value. So now if I try to fetch, let's say if I try to print the entire dictionary, then name field, you can see instead of KK it is printing PK. It will override the latter one with previous, right? These things you have to keep in mind. Now, how we can get the length of dictionary or size of dictionary? For that, we can use len function, right? So, how we use len function to determine length of other data structure like list, set, right, tuple, etc. Similar fashion, you can use basically len function, and here you can see it keeps 4. 4 means there are 4 key value pairs excluding duplicates, right? So key has been repeated twice, so but count will be taken as 1 in case of name, right? Name is repeated twice. So we have a 4 key value pairs, and that's what size is or len function is going to return 4. Now thing is that when we talk about the dictionary data type, the values in the dictionary items can be of any type. Key is always a string, but value can be of any type. These things we have to keep in mind. Now, what is the type of the dictionary, right? So from Python's perspective, dictionaries are defined as object with the data type as DICT. Let me show you how we can check the data type of dictionaries. Simply you need to call the type function. So just you need to call the type function, and within the type function you have to basically pass your dictionary variable, and it will tell you what type of this variable is this. It is a class of this type of person is nothing but DICT, meaning it is a dictionary data type, right? Now let's see how we can access dictionary item, right? So when we talk about the accessing dictionary item, you can access the item of the dictionary by referring to its key name inside the square bracket that already we have discussed, right? Inside the square bracket you specify the key, you will get the corresponding value. That's how we can access the value when you try to access the single value corresponding to any key, right? So but there is also a method is called get, right? That will give you the same result, right? So let's say again I'm going to call here, let's say print, and I will say dictionary name, that is person. I will call the get, and here inside the get you have to just provide the key. So key I'm going to provide the name, and here you see it will print the what's the value of name key, so nothing but the pk, right? So latest value will be printed because this will be latter value will be override the previous one, right? If you want to print the cities, right, cities, then you can use the same get function, and here you have to provide the key as cities. If I run, then here you can see our cities are getting printed, right? So either you can use a square bracket, and with that you have to specify the key, or you can use the get function. Yeah, now let's see how we can get the all the keys from our dictionary, right? So let me give print function with some separator to fetch all the keys from my dictionary, right? We can use a function is called keys, right? So I'm going to directly call keys, right? It will bring all the basically keys out of your dictionary. So the keys method will return list of all the keys in the dictionary. Here you can see all the keys from the dictionary, and this is a list, right? List of keys from your dictionary. So this is kind of dictionary views of your keys, right? So that's how you can bring all the basically keys out of your dictionary, right? Now if you want to iterate, right, these keys, then of course you may use for loop for this. I would say for key in, and actually we can call person dot keys, right? And here you can print all the keys, right? That's a key, and if I run, then it will print all the keys from the dictionary, right? Now let's move ahead. We'll talk about the some other concept. Now how we can get all the values out of my dictionary, right? So but here before proceeding, let me tell you one thing. When you call a keys, right, then if you made any change in your dictionary, that will be reflected while calling the person dot keys, right? Let's say I made some modification. When I call person dot keys, and just I am iterating, after that I am making some changes in my dictionary, and again I will call this function. Will all changes will reflect in this keys function or not, of course that will be reflected. Let's say I'm going to let's say person, and here I'm going to add one more field. Let's say pan number I'm going to add. So here pan I'm going to add like something like this. So pan I'm going to add, right? Let's see that pan is going to reflect over here or not. That should be reflected, and here you can see. So here all the keys I'm printing before adding the pan. Here I'm printing, and just I'm iterating the same. That's it's printed. Afterwards I'm adding pan, right? Pan number, and after that just I'm trying to print the all the keys again. Then whatever change we have done in this line, that is getting reflected here. You can see pan is added as well, right? Now let's see how we can fetch all the values out of my dictionary. For that, of course, we have I'm going to call print function, and I would say person dot, of course we have a values, right? It will bring all the values uh, from uh, from dictionary. And of course you can use for loop to iterate all the values like how we did for keys, right? And if I run, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to call get values before made this change, right? And after made this change, right? So here you'll see here before made this change, here you can see the values, all the values, sorry, before making change all the values is displaying something like this, right? Pan information is not there, but once we make some change, then that change also will be reflected when we call either get keys or get values. These things you have to keep in mind. Yeah. Now there is one method is called get items. Let's say I would like to fetch key value both, then how we can do that? So for that we have a function is called items, right? So here I'm going to specify some separators, and here I will say person dot items. This will bring all the key value pairs, right? Same we can iterate through for loop. So I would say for, I would say key then comma value in and my dictionary name person, right? And here inside that I can print key and value both. Let me show you. So if I run, right, something went wrong, I think. Let's see what mistake I have done. Line number 28, right? Oh, line number 28. Sorry guys, I need to call items function over here, right? And now if I run, then here you can see now key value pairs is getting displayed over here, right? So again, if you call items method, right, and if you need some changes when you call this method before or after making any change in the dictionary, that is going to reflect while calling this item, right? Last but not the least, I'm going to talk about how we can check whether some key exists in the dictionary or not. So it's very simple. Here I'm not going to use any kind of if condition or anything. So just I'm going to call print function, and here I'll say, let's say name keys exist in the dictionary or not. So you have to give the key name and dictionary over here, and if I run, this should return true. Yeah, you can say it's true. If this key doesn't exist at all in the dictionary, then it is going to return false. That's all I wanted to say in this video tutorial, guys. Big thank you, and see you there in the next video tutorial.